Wow, can you believe this? So beautiful. So it's almost June here in Mongolia, but in some part of the country there's still a winter. This is the area called Arkunt. It's north of the city and quite a mountainous and high altitude area, and it's still a winter here. So there is a lot of snow a few days ago and it's all melted away in the city, but apparently in here in the north of the city winter still endures. And I'm driving to my summer house and I came across this beautiful sight. It's still muddy. The one thing this weather makes is the roads terrible. It's making the roads terrible in condition. So driving here was quite a challenge. So if you drive down there, you will go to the city. And now I'm driving up. And now I have to go over that mountain, and there's a beautiful valley there, and that's where my summer house locates. Let's see the river. So this is the river by the road. It's kind of foggy here up in the mountain, and that's the summer houses. So people usually spend their weekends at their summer houses to get away from the hustle bustle of the city. And the air is so clean and beautiful here. So I'm guessing that in the next few days all this snow will be melted away, because I saw the weather news and it says that the next few days will be very hot. So I guess this is the last snow that I'm seeing this spring. It's almost summer here. It's June. It's unbelievable, because in June in Mongolia, June, July, August is like summer months and it's the most beautiful times, but here I am. It's winter, still winter. Kind of poetic actually. So I had to pass the police check, because if you drive to this way, you'll get out of the city and you can travel as far as western provinces. So police were checking my permits and also COVID-19 certificate. All right, let's go. And there's no snow on the other side of the mountain. Weather in Mongolia never ceases to amaze me. This is the beautiful valley that I'm just talking about. So because we are nomadic herders, we depend on the nature, and if pasture is good, if there's a lot of green grass, we say that it's gonna be a good year, because if there's a good pasture, the animals will get fat and our livelihood will get better. So this year is gonna be a good year because, as you can see, there's a lot of green grass and also a lot of rain, so it's gonna be a good year. So here we are, the area where our summer house locates. So we bought a land here about 5 years ago and built our summer house, and at that time there wasn't that many houses like this here. Now it's getting more and more crowded, just as all the areas near Ulaanbaatar. So there are summer houses here also. There are permanent residents here who are cow farmers. So they milk their cows and sell their milk to the company called Su, which is one of the biggest milk company in Ulaanbaatar. So basically this beautiful valley provides Ulaanbaatar with milk, probably about 80% of the milk. Let me zoom there. So yeah, there's some of the cows that provide milk to the citizens of Ulaanbaatar. So they are specifically bred for milking, and I heard that they provide at least 20 and 25 liters of milk per day. And so people who live here, the cow farmers, have a pretty comfortable life, and also you can plant vegetables here because the land is very good here. And so behind this mountain there's also a lot of farmers, and farmers live. This area is called Argunt, which is located in the north of the city, north of Ulaanbaatar. And as you can see, most of these lands have found their owners, and some bought a huge land, and I guess they're planning to build something here, because of course apparently it's not it's more than enough for family use. So our land is just an average size, and all the way up there, even in the uphill, people bought a land. So up there's a resort hotel there, which is very popular. People spend their weekends there. Yeah, it's very misty, foggy day, and it's been raining since morning, which made the road terrible. I actually left my car way up down there by the road because I didn't want it to stuck on the road, because in this kind of condition you can easily stuck on the road, stuck on mud. So I just didn't want to risk it, so I left my car down the road and just walked to here. As you can see, the roads are pretty terrible here. One, because of the rain, because of the soft soil, and also because cows constantly go back and forth through here. So that makes this road very terrible to drive. And if I zoom right there, there are cars stuck in the mud. They can't get here, they're stuck there. So I guess I made the right decision. Look at this road. Oh, he got out. I guess the big cars have advantages. Okay, let's visit our summer house. So this is our summer house right there. Our shed to keep things, and the long drop or pit toilet. Let's visit it. So all the families in Gir district use this kind of toilet. There's a pit, and I hope in the future all the things would go directly into the black hole, like they say in the cyberpunk Russia. Let's close the gate. So this is where we store our stuff. Some random stuff, things such as cooking pot or toga. And there's another cabin where we use to store our things. So this is a bur or foundation where we erect our yurt or gear in the summer. So during the winter we just pack our gear and store here, inside here. And in the summer we erect our gear here because gear is it's more comfortable to stay in the summer because it's not that just comfortable. So maybe next week we're gonna build our gear. There's my dad's car. Let's meet some cows, shall we? So because this area is close to the city, people don't burn cow dungs because it takes a lot of time and energy to collect all the cow dungs for to use as a fuel. So people simply just buy processed fuel and processed coal, and they just simply use it. So these are the guys that provides people of Ulaanbaatar with fresh milk. So cows are generally a very calm animal, For example, the horses, they didn't let me go near them, but as you can see, cows are very chill. I can go close to them, so you don't have to actually herd them. They graze during the day, and they found their home in the evening by themselves. So cows are generally easy to herd, easier than goats and sheep, I mean, because you have to constantly look after the goats and sheep. But cows, you just let them on their way, and they found their home in the evening. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about this noise, it's these power lines are making this noise in the rain. I don't know how does it work, but when it rains they make this noise, and it was scary at first, but then we got used to it. It's actually not that dangerous, it's just noise that they make. So these power lines go all the way from here to there. See that mountain? Yeah, behind that mountain there's a Dinjiming area, which I showed you in my last walkthrough video. It's northernmost district of Ulaanbaatar, and if you go over that mountain, you will go to the Dinjiming. So what I love about this place is, of course, the air is clean and fresh. You can't get this kind of fresh air in Ulaanbaatar, and city of millions, and also, of course, the peaceful environment, no noise, no stress, no traffic congestion, no air pollution, and it's just clears my head. Also, the smell brings me a lot of memories. I wish I could make you smell this smell, because it's a very specific smell. It's the smell of burning of cow dung. So Mongolian nomadic herders have been using cow dung as a fuel for thousands of years, and this smell brings me a lot of memories of my childhood. As I said before in my previous video, I spent my childhood in the countryside in a province called Zuslan with my grandmother, and in the countryside people use cow dung as a fuel, and the burning, when they burn it, the smell is very strong and very, I don't know how to call it, maybe calming, and just feels natural. And also the smell of grass, the land, smell of animals, all the smells, it's just so nostalgic, and yeah, it makes me very emotional. So I'm planning to go back to my home province this summer, and planning to film walkthrough videos and also vlogs. So I'm gonna show you my home province and beautiful landscape of Zuslan province. Hopefully maybe Otkhontinger mountain, which is one of the most sacred mountains in Mongolia. Sometimes we just take things for granted, and sometimes we forgot the simple things and beautiful things. But because in the city our life is so busy and chaotic, and when you get away from this city and come here, this kind of peaceful place, you just see things differently and start to appreciate all the simple beauties of life. Just maybe spending time with your family, just seeing the beautiful nature, being alone with your thoughts, just the animals grazing, the sound of rain hitting your umbrella, etc. Just simple things, and you don't get to recognize it in the city because it's so busy and there's a lot of things to distract you. Social media and other life and gossips, politics and everything. It's been quite chaotic lately because of the upcoming presidential election. There's a lot of propagandas, a lot of gossips, and a lot of media things. So it's nice to get away from all those things and just enjoy the beautiful nature.